Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Haute Bella experience. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out the DIY eyelash extensions, and I'm doing something altogether different today, if you can't tell already. But I'm going to be going on a mini vacation, and I want to apply these eyelash extensions because I don't want to have to bother with or worry about placing my strip eyelashes on every day. I want that glamorous look. I just want it to be a little bit more easier for me to obtain during this little mini vacation. So again, I thought the DIY eyelash extensions is the way to go. So we're going to try it out. But before I get started, I want to mention I'm sharing this with you guys. This is my experience of applying these eyelash extensions. I'm not an eyelashologist. I'm not a esthetician. I'm not any of those things. I am creating this video to share my personal experience with you guys. So should you decide to try this on your own, please try this at your own risk. For this eyelash extension application, I am going to apply these lashes, or I'm going to attempt to apply these lashes underneath instead of across the top of my lid as I would with my normal strip lashes. I've looked at many videos regarding this here on YouTube, and I like the way the lashes look when they're placed underneath. They look a lot more natural. They look like they're growing out of your lid, so we're going to try that today. And for my lashes, I am going to use the Ardell Professional Individual Lashes. These are individual knotless lashes, and when I say knotless, that means that they don't have the little balls on the end. Sometimes eyelash clusters will have like this little ball on the end. I don't really like that because you can really see that ball. It's really visible on the eye. You can see it through the eyelashes, so that's why I wanted to go with the knotless version of this. So I decided to go with this starter kit from Ardell because it has the adhesive as well as the remover. I think it's good to have both of those on hand just in case this ends up being an epic fail. I won't have any problem removing these, but I'm hoping that this is going to turn out really pretty. But these are the lashes that I'm going to apply today. So the directions say that this is really easy. It says create your own custom lash look. Use more for a full look, less for accents or to fill gaps. And it says that these are easy to apply and that they last for weeks. So that is also an incentive to use this particular brand of lash because it might give me a couple of weeks wear. So that would be really nice. The direction says before applying individual lashes, thoroughly clean your natural eyelashes and eyelids so they are makeup and oil free. We're then going to pour a couple of drops of the lash adhesive onto a small piece of foil. We're going to close the bottle to make sure that nothing spills out of it. And then we are going to apply a drop of adhesive onto the foil and dip the lash into the adhesive, and then we are going to place the lash on our eyelid. So it sounds pretty easy. We'll see just how easy it is. So in this starter kit you get 3 lengths of eyelash extensions. You get long, medium, and short. So I'm going to use a combination of all 3 lengths for this eyelash look that I'm going to try today. I'm going to start off using the long ones. I've already taken a few of them out of the package and placed them here on the back of this little bowl. I want to have them ready to go. So that way I don't have to fiddle around too much trying to pull them out. Yeah, so just trying to be as prepared as possible. Alright, so I've got my mirror here. This is my Kiss My Lash mirror. I use this mirror to apply my strip eyelashes. You guys have seen me use this mirror and also heard me talk about this mirror before. I talked about it in my eyelash gadgets video a little while ago, but I've pulled this out today. I'm going to use this to apply these lashes, and I've also got my piece of foil here. So I've got that here, and these are the little tweezers that actually came in the kit from Ardell. So I'm going to use these tweezers, and yeah, we're going to get started. Fingers crossed. Here is the adhesive, and I'm going to open this. I'm going to try to get a drop of this adhesive onto this foil. So, all right, I was able to get a little bit of the adhesive out here on the foil, as you can see it right there. I'm also going to use my spoolie. This is a clean spoolie, so I'm just going to use this to just drag this through my eyelashes to make sure that I don't have anything in them, stuck in them. I've already cleansed my face, and that included my eyelashes, but I want to use this just to fluff them out a little bit and make sure there's no debris or anything else that could be stuck in these lashes that I may have missed. Okay, and I am going to start off with the longer length of lash first. And I'm going to put the longer lashes here towards the outer parts of my lids. I'm not going to take it too far over because I don't want my eyes to start to droop on the ends. So I'm going to bring it in just a little bit, but I'll worry about that in a little while. I just want to get a couple of them on. I'm going to pick up one of these lashes here off of my little bowl I've got here. I'm going to get this placed in the tweezer the way I need it to be. I'm going to dip just the end, the inner part or the inside part of this lash into this glue, just a little bit like that. Just a little bit, just dipping it in there. Okay, we're not off to the best start. I was able to get one lash on, and when I put the other one on, it was a little crooked. When I tried to straighten it up, I ended up pulling the other one off. So I also decided to swap out tweezers. These are the tweezers that came with the Ardell Eyelash Extension Starter Kit. They have a really pointy tip on them, and they're kind of short. But I'm swapped out, and I'm going to try to use this. This is the actual tweezer that I use to apply my strip lashes. It has a longer handle on it, so I think maybe I can maneuver with this a little bit better, but I'm not going to get too discouraged. I'm going to just try it again. Out of all the videos that I've watched, several of them said that you've got to be patient with this, especially your first time doing this, and I've never done this on myself, and I've also never done it using the technique, like I said, of placing the lash underneath. So we're going to try it again. I've got another little lash right there. I'm going to dip it into my glue, and I'm trying to get the glue on the underside of the lash. I'm going to blow on it a little bit this time. Maybe it'll help to get it a little bit more tacky. And I am going to, I'll put that right there and just leave it alone for a minute. Let that dry down just a little bit. Let's try another one. So I'm just going on to my little bowl here. You can see I've got a couple of lashes right here. This was a little toothpick I had to use to actually get the glue just out of the bottle to get it started coming out of the bottle. So I'm going to pull this, grab this lash right here like so, and I'm going to dip this into the glue so the underside is getting the glue, because that's where I'm going to be applying it. I'll blow this just a little bit. And I'm going to put it right next, not too close to the one I have on, but just right up in there. And I'm going to place that right there. Okay. I'll leave it there for a moment. I won't touch it because I don't want to pull it off. All right. I've got 2 lashes on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add the 2 on this side because I want both eyes to look equal. So I'm gonna pick up another lash here in my tweezers. I'm going to dip this into the glue. So the glue is on the underside. That's the side that I am sticking it to. All right, I've got 2 clusters on this side, and I've got 2 clusters on this side. And I've had to make some adjustments. So I did have to swap out my tweezers. I told you guys about that. I also had to take the glue off of the foil because I couldn't see it on the foil. And I've added it to the top of the little plastic packaging that the actual lash extensions came in. I'm having a better chance with this. I can see that. And I also had to pull out my handy dandy fan because as I go along, I need to dry these down, because if I try applying them right next to each other and if that glue is still wet, that's kind of giving me some interference, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add a couple more clusters of the longer lengths on each side, and then I'm going to switch over and start applying the mediums. Got my lash here and my tweezers. I'm going to dip into this glue, and I'm going back over to this side, angling my mirror differently depending on which side I'm working on. And I am going to, I'm gonna make sure I get this lash angled in the right direction in my tweezers, so that way I don't have to try to adjust it once I get it on my eyelid. But I'm gonna put this one right here. Raise up just a little bit. Put it right there. Yes. Awesome. That one is on. I'm gonna fan just a little bit. And I'm gonna use the end of my tweezers just to kind of gently press down. But to my surprise, this is feeling quite comfortable. I can't even really feel them on my eyelids. So that's super awesome. Dip it into the glue just a little bit, not too much. Just making sure I'm getting it on that underside, and make sure I got the lash positioned in the way that I want to lay it down. I'm pulling up on my lid just a little bit just so I can see where it's going. I've got that one on. And did I pull one off? Yes, you did. I pulled one off. Okay, that's the challenging part, is when I'm putting one on and one comes off. So that would be an indication that I'm probably not letting it dry down enough. But I'm putting this one right back on. There. And let's let this dry down a little bit. And then I'll move over to the other side. I'm going to gently just kind of pull this up right here. I'm just using the blunt end of the tweezers here just to kind of press a little bit up under, or press along the lash line, just to make sure that I'm getting some good contact with the adhesive. But I think this is working. I think I see some lashes. Got my medium lash here. I'm going to dip into my glue. I'm going to put this right here on this lash here. Right in there. It's the medium. And then I'm just going to just manipulate this just a little bit. Still working with the mediums. And my glue is actually getting a little tacky as I go along, which I think is helping them to stick a little bit easier. You guys can see I got some lashes going on here. That is a good thing. I need to fill in a little bit more here on this side with my mediums. So far you can see that I've used all of the long ones, even though some of the long ones were casualties along the way. They didn't necessarily make it to the eye, but in terms of usage and how much more I have left in my pack here, I have used all of the long ones, and I'm about halfway through the mediums. So I'm going to continue on, because these lash extensions, they give you the length, but in order for me to get the volume, I'm going to have to continue to stack them in. The mediums on this side, the long and the mediums on this side are pretty much in place. They're looking very sparse though, but again, I'm going to stack them in. But it does take a little patience, no pun intended. But for my first time around, me doing this on myself and then also doing this under the lash method, I think that I've done pretty darn good. I'm just gently spooling through these. I'm not going over here in this inner corner because I just applied that one, but just for the others, just so I can see what they look like, so I'll know where to add in the additional lashes. I'm going to keep it on this outer portion right here. Just dropping it right in there. Just dropping that right there. I think I'm going to fan this down a little bit now. Also, just to make sure that my adhesive is making contact and that it's sticking as I need it to. I've used all of the longer lengths in both of these packs, so I'm left with the short and the mediums. So I'm going to keep stacking these in. I want to add a little bit more volume, but I do have lashes. I think they're coming along pretty well. All right, I think I have applied all of the lashes that I can apply at this particular point. And I don't think it looks too bad. I really wish I had some more mediums though. If I had some more mediums, I think I would fluff these out even a little bit more. But let's see what we've got so far. As you guys can see here, I've used practically every lash that was in this starter kit. I think that's for two reasons. One, because I have a lot of lid space. When I go from inner corner to outer V, I have large eyes, so it takes up, you know, it requires a little bit more lashes. And then also there were some casualties along the way, so I've got little lashes that I have either messed up. As you can see, there's some that are still kind of sticking here in the container. That's because when I was trying to pull them out using the tweezers, I only got half of the lash, or something happened to them along the way. So there were some casualties. But I'm going to take my spoolie here. I'm going to get rid of my Kiss My Lash mirror, and I'm going to go to my regular makeup mirror that I normally use. I'm going to use my same little spoolie, and I am going to spoolie through these. I want to make sure that they are laying nicely. I want to make sure that they are secure. I don't have anything that's barely hanging on. So I can spoolie through these, as you can see, relatively easy. And I didn't have anything to come out, so that's a good sign. The same thing over here, just gonna spoolie through these, going the upper side and the underside. I think once I get brows on, you know, some liner, makeup, all that other stuff, that this is going to look even better. I think I'll definitely be doing this again. Just like with everything else beauty related, there are options, right? This time around I used the Ardell starter kit, but I also saw online where there are some human eyelash clusters, so maybe I'll try those next time. But Ardell is a good brand of lash. Even though it's a synthetic lash, it's not a human lash, it gives you that human lash look, which is really nice. So yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think these turned out really nicely. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.